Hello and welcome again to Mondays with Marina. This is Marina from Bell Creations, and today I challenge myself to only use white cardstock, black cardstock, a couple of all-purpose inks, packet of flowers, stencil and a chipboard and a piece of ribbon to do a full 2-page layout. This is what the page turned out to. So stay tuned to see what I've done, and if you can, do it with me. Okay, first of all, I'm going to have to get everything out of the way. And I'm going to cover my white cardstock with white gesso. Okay, so while the gesso dry, I'm going to work on my other stuff, my chipboard and my ribbon and my everything that I'm going to put on the page. So I'm going to put this aside, leave this aside until it's dry. I tried to gesso my chipboard as well, because chipboard is it's very thirsty. It drinks up your ink when you put any ink on here. So I'm going to apply some gesso on here as well. I always use my packet that I've got my chipboard in to do my painting and everything that I need to do to my chipboard. Okay, now it's covered and it's wet. I'm going to put this aside as well to dry before I can carry on with this as well. Everybody always asks me what kind of cutter I use. I've had many cutters, and this is my cutter, my Caterpillar. It's the small one, you get the big one as well. But I've used this one for about 5 years now, and I never had to change a blade. This is one of the best things I ever bought myself. The one thing that was very difficult when I got this is I couldn't read my measurements. It was all green. It was a green Caterpillar. And then I complained one day when my husband was with me, and he said to me, "But that's easy. You just take a black marker and scratch over it, and then you take some turpentine, or you can even use benzene, and just take a cloth and run over it." And since then I could read. It's a rotary blade, and it's self-sharpening, so I love this. If you can get hold of one, get yourself one. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, for my next step, I'm going to use some mixed media paste. This is my ultimate favorite. It's a 2-in-1 modeling paste. It's got its own gesso. I'm going to mix it because I want it a little bit. I'm going to use all-purpose ink, Tropical Lagoon. I'm going to take out some of my paste. I'm going to use quite a lot on my page. And then with a little dropper, I'm just going to drop a couple of drops on there, and then I will just mix it up. The flowers I used decided on the colors I'm going to use on the page. If you want it darker, you can put in some more color. I think just a little bit darker, maybe. Let's see. Now I'm going to use my stencil and I will apply it all over the page. Now this has got to dry again. We'll put a photo over the floppy. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to color my chipboard, but I've decided I'm going to do something else with this. I will show you later on what I'm going to do with that, so I'm going to put that aside. Let's start. I'm going to use my fantastix. I have one fantastic for every color that I've got. So my tropical lagoon is my tropical lagoons color. I've got somebody that can make you the stickers to mark your stuff. When they stand in a container, you can't see on the top what the color is. And she does this, and I can get, I'm not sure what the price is at the moment, but I can get this for you. Okay, let's see. Fantastix. It's like a little felt tip pen. And it's a little sharp tip. So you're going to just drip, put it in the paint, and then you start painting. It sucks up the paint, the ink. This is not a paint, it's an ink, and it comes in many different colors, and it's got a million uses. I'm only going to do a few of the techniques with this. but there really is lots and lots and lots of uses. I'm going to paint this is a metallic color. It's called platinum, and I'm going to use it down here. Okay, so now that needs to dry as well. Okay, with my all-purpose inks, the mint and the tropical lagoon, mint green and tropical lagoon, I'm going to make myself some sprays to use on my page. I'm just going to use my droppers again. And just a couple of drops into your I think I dropped 5 in there now. This we are going to fill up with water, and then we've got our spray. Okay, so we've got 2 different colors of spray. This is the tropical lagoon, this is the mint green, and I'm going to use a stencil again to just spray all over my page. We are going to leave this to dry for a while. Don't worry about droplets, it's just character on your page. I'm going to do just a little bit more on this page with some black ink, but this needs to dry first before I carry on. In the meanwhile, I'm going to color my ribbon. just to show you that it is possible and that you can color your ribbon, I'm going to do it in the dark, the Tropical Lagoon color. All you need is a few drops of the ink, and then you can spray it with water and run your ribbon through that. And once again, leave to dry. You've got your ribbon. Okay, for the next one, I used some white cardstock again. I've put gesso on here. I've painted some gesso on here, and because I'm going to use quite a lot of water on here as well, I'm going to put that aside, and then I'm just going to drop a couple of drops. I'm going to spray this with water. And then I'm going to run the gesso side through. And leave it to dry. You can see it's quite black now, so this one is going to be black. I'm going to put some more greens in there just to get some more green on. A little bit of water because there's a lot of water in the black. And then I'm going to run it through there again. leave this to dry. We will use it on the paper later on the page. The next part is the fun part of it all. You're going to have to use some shaving foam. If you haven't got, go and get your husband's from the bathroom. I've placed a piece of cling wrap on here because you're going to have to repeat the process about 3 or 4 times. I'm going to color the cardstock, the white cardstock that I've covered it in gesso again. I'm going to color it so that I can use it on my page. We're going to put some shaving foam. Then you're going to flatten it. I have some tags as well. And now we are going to use the inks again. We are going to drop some on the foam. Just a few drops. You'll use a society stick to mix this up. And then you will take your cardstock and press it in there. Take it out, and that's what it's going to look like. Take the other one, press it in there, and there we are. Didn't get some. I'm just going to press it in again. Just going to close that for a while, take that off because I can't use that anymore. You take the paper towel and dab it. Don't smear it, dab it like this. You will repeat the same process for your tags, and then I'm going to do the brackets as well. Okay, so there we've colored our cardstock, we've colored the punch, we've colored the tags, and I've colored the chipboard as well. I think the chipboard works better than cardstock, and the green works better than black. Black likes to smear, and the green is more of a marble look. But I've done this with other colors and it looks stunning. I will try and get you some of the ideas that I use on pages, and I will show you them later on. Now I'm going to assemble the page and then we can see what it looks like. Okay, I've decided I want some more black on my back. So first of all, I'm going to do some water spraying. And then I'm just going to dip my paintbrush into Okay, I've done some more black at the back, and I've decided that I'm going to use a stamp for this. I just dab my dauber into the black ink, and then I dab my stamp, and then you can stamp. Okay, once the stamping is dry, you can just check me and watch me. There will be some music. I'm going to put the page together. I'm just going to wait for this to dry. Okay, I've stuck everything down. I even used my ribbon. I just want to show you, I've still got some of the platinum, the silver ink on my fantastix brush. I'm just going to go around my black tag. Just to make it pop a little more. Okay, there you go, I'm done. And I've only used white cardstock, I've only used one packet of flowers, I've only used some chipboard and black cardstock and the ribbon. I hope you enjoyed this page with me. Please go ahead and try it out. See the link below to see what colors you can get in the the all-purpose inks colors. There are very much, there's a lot. Have a look there, and if you want to order, the link will be below. Thank you so much for joining me, and please like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Bye.